Did somebody say alphabetical fun? Well, are you in the right place, as I'm here today to show you the best damn America gameplay you've ever seen in my hit series Hoi4 A2Z. Yippee! House of Iron A2Z is a series where I play every single star nation in House of Iron 4. Funnily enough, I only have a few nations left, and then I'll be free from the eventual endless torment! But anyway, today we're going to be playing the United States of America. Do I have any fun, wacky mods, or even different ways to play America today? No! I think of all the nations I play in my free time in Hoi4, America is probably up there. I either play them or the Soviets pretty much religiously. And yet, every time I play, I always do the exact same thing, which is wait for Japan to declare war on me, destroy them immediately, go over to Europe, win immediately. So today, I'll be showing you all the amazing ways of how you should play America in Heart of Iron 4. America starts off a little bit, as you can, pretty powerful, albeit you are nerfed with those civilians in the fact that you've got a little thing called your population is broken starving. Don't worry, in rolls Roosevelt. Quite literally. And together, we've got a plan to fix America and become the greatest superpower the world has ever seen. You could also go to history over here, or over here, but blah blah blah, we're not gonna do that. We like America! There's no point really building anything, so I'm just gonna build a few roads. Also, as America, you do have yourself a pretty nifty navy, which you will be needing to fight the Japanese. We don't really have to worry about the Germans or the Italians. By the time we're over there, Great Britain's usually hopefully done something. You also have a whole bunch of naval production off the start. Sometimes I will go ahead and just delete the carriers too, because they're not really necessary against the AI, but I'd much rather get some cruisers out. But you know what? Today it's all about trying something new. So I guess I'll keep the carriers for now. We could also go ahead and build some new battleships too, but considering we're under this thing called international obligation, where we promise not to do that, we're not gonna do that for now. Boy, it's the best part of Hoi4 America. American politics time! So, the navy that we already had is just gonna be here, pretty much for the rest of the game, endlessly training. Best part is, playing America, is that every time something happens over here in Europe or Asia, we can just sit back over here, not bother looking, because Europe is cringe! Well, until Germany, like, conquers half the continent, and then, suddenly we will wake up and roll into action. So the cool thing about the election of 1936 is you can go ahead and get yourself Alf Landon. He now has a picture in the game, but we won't do that because we really enjoy building roads. Look at that, 20% more roads. We love roads. Turning America into one giant skate park. I'm building a munitions plant in North Carolina, but the question is, can we really trust people from North Carolina with guns? Hey, those carriers and heavy cruisers are out now, and now I want to make sure that I have two navies readily available. This navy over here, not very good, but this navy will be amazing. Most importantly, it will be agreeing to any international treaties or obligations we may have reluctantly signed in the past. Whilst we do get a massive debuff to building any sort of factory at the moment, we do get quite a few good ones just through our focus tree, which we're gonna need because I want a much larger and in charger navy. I am the Senate. Get my pop culture references? I'm a computer-generated AI program to entertain you with the form of map games. Yeah, so as soon as Japan leaves the naval treaties, that's when we're going to be saying adios to... Britain will get a war goal on you, but yeah, yeah, bring it. Because they will in fact not bring it. Means now we can build some battleships, although I'm not building battleships, I'm building battle cruisers because they're a lot cheaper. And with the Federal Housing Act, we will have defeated defeated the Great Depression with the power of friendship. And yet, we still have no friends at all. Sorry, Hawaii, but I'm bringing Puerto Rico in. You know? We do be building, don't we? Well, there you go. Well, there's World War II, which isn't really important for us, but what is important is the world tension. When that goes high enough, it'll put us at 30% war support, and we can click the magical focus. This one is pretty good. There you go, 30%. Nice, it's time to click the button. It is finally time to come out of your room, Roosevelt. It smells like someone's died in there. Right, now that we've left the room, it's time to build the factory even better. That's a lot of factory being built right now. So here's our basic infantry. We haven't built anything new. This is just the starting template over here. I may have added one more extra guy, okay, if we're being technical. And their job is just to simply make sure we don't lose the Philippines immediately, really. So yeah, now we just kind of wait for Japan to decide to kill us. I've sent an attaché to China. It doesn't really matter if they win or lose in China, because either way, I will destroy Japan in mere moments. And look, that little navy that didn't exist before, there it is, in all its glory. Of course, we gotta put Nimitz on it himself. There you go. Well, sorry, I just fell asleep waiting for this. So we're just gonna start off pretty simply here by just bombing everything around the Philippines that moves. So yeah, they'll give it their best shot, but the Japanese AI, not very smart when it comes to naval invading the Philippines. Yeah, the bombers are having quite a bit of fun in the ocean. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Island? Build airport. Maybe even radar. Island with radar and airplane to get next island. Still haven't found the majority of the Japanese Navy though. They seem to be high... Oh. Found a bit. Say found a bit. I found the whole thing by the looks of it. It should blow up a bunch of it. A little bit more. Oh. A little bit more. Do in fact not be a fun time to be a Japanese sailor. I think it's time to finish the job over here. Yep, usually if you've blown Japan up enough at this point, you don't really have to worry about doing this tactically, because there's no one left in Japan. I've done 500,000 casualties on them, and yeah, I've taken 21,000. Plus, usually if you're convoy raiding, which I'm doing all along the coast here, and bombing them, of course, with the tactical bombers, yeah, they usually can't even get their troops back into Japan. So yeah, I won't even bother doing any sort of tactical anything in the invasion of Japan. In fact, I'll just sit here and put them on garrison order, and they'll figure it out themselves. And we are actually a member of the Allies right now. Hard to believe, considering we've only been zoomed in on Japan for the past war. But there is, in fact, actually a war going on in Europe, and we need to go save the day over there too. But it's much more useful and fun if you just you obliterate Japan beforehand. It's always a good idea to preemptively build a bunch of airfields in the UK as well before you get yourself over there. You can also go ahead and send the army over there too, because I did build one. It's just been sitting here the entire time. Alright, there you go. Japan dealt with. Now, all we really want to do is get them as a supervised state, and maybe get Korea too if we're feeling cheeky, and that'll essentially just make them our puppet. And there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That was my guide to pacifying Japan. Now we're just gonna steal these marines and send them over to the west. There you go. Our little fleet did as well against Japan. If you look next to them, this little note will tell you if they've actually got a kill or an assist. And yeah, let's just say they got a lot of kills and a lot of assists, eh? If you want even more details, you can click on the ship, go on history, and it'll tell you what they've actually sunk. And well, there you go, he took down the Yamashiro. I don't think we really need that fleet anymore though, as the Italian Navy is wiped out, and oh, the German Navy is still around, but I imagine it's probably not coming out of port. As soon as my Marines turn up, we will be joining the battle, and well done, UK. The Eastern Front's not going particularly well for the Germans, although it's not going terribly, and it looks like my allied compatriots aren't doing the greatest either. But I think I can definitely give them a hand. I think they heard me speaking and they've decided to show me what's what. I guess I'm finally joining the war. I will accept your calls to arm, Norway, and let me show you how it's done. Yeah, usually it's not a great idea just to like stuff all your guys in on the beach straight away, but I don't care. These are battle-hardened veterans from the Pacific. We aren't scared of no Germans. Yeah, the UK's not doing too spectacularly down here, so I think I'll send my other army just to give them a helping hand, I think. Want a job done correctly. Don't trust the British. They've made a breakthrough up in the north, but I think it may have to do with the fact the Japanese motorized division is here. You know, I think they may have had a point about that whole soft underbelly thing. This was a pitiful amount of troops on the front line here, Italy. How we've essentially just liberated pretty much the majority of Western Europe there, and we've kicked out Italy from the war, and the Soviets, I think, have actually lost more land. Paradox, please, just stop the Soviet AI eating rocks. I think I've found the German Navy. It's hiding over here. Now I think it's moved from over here and maybe hiding over here. Yep. I think I found it again. Users to come out of port and fight my navy like a man. Probably for the best, to be fair. I think it would last about 2 seconds. Wait a second. I think there's some hiding in Norway. Dude, don't mind if I find those for you, do ya? Before I even got the chance to blow them up, they capitulated. I don't particularly want anything from this peace deal because I don't need it. Instead, I will try to limit the AI's destructive power over France. Alright, moment of truth. What did the AI do? Austria's in 2 halves. No matter how hard I try, though. Still always happens, doesn't it? Oh, what? I'm still at war with Slovakia, too. Ugh. Well, give me a moment. Oh, wait, I can't even deal with it. The Soviets got Germany. You definitely deserve it after that performance, Mr. Stalin. Alright, well, my job is done here. I'm going back to having no friends. Right, but that's pretty much it. That is how I like to play America. And I won't lie when I said I've done this exact game about 10 times in the past 2 years. It's kind of fun. It's not like high intense, octane, hilarious, oh my god, will I win or lose fun. But it is fun just to relax and have a cool little Hoi4 game where you kind of stay historical and do some USA stuff. And yeah, that is, that's quite the Iron Curtain, isn't it? But yeah, unsurprisingly, America is single-handedly probably the strongest nation in the game, especially when the economy starts rolling. As you saw, I just gave up building stuff eventually. And, of course, the Navy stuff is pretty fun too. It's nice not to use the starting Navy, in my opinion. I much prefer making my own and, blowing up the Japanese that way. Of course, we could keep playing and kill the USSR, but I guarantee, considering how far they got pushed by Germany and how bad they were doing, it would not be easy to go, I say easy, it won't be hard to destroy them right now. But yes, that was my wholesome guide to ISP and how he has fun playing the America in Hoi4. A to Z. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below to carry on your journey, and I'll catch all you little goblins on the flip.